Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This week I am traveling for work. I actually leave tomorrow morning. I fly to Mexico for the week. So I thought it would be cool to take you along with me and show you what it's like a week of traveling for work after college. I also like to put a theme to my vlog, and the theme to this vlog is planning your future. So I've always been a huge future thinking. I like thinking about the future, like planning for the future, dreaming about the future, visualizing the future, take a shot every time I say future. So this is right up my alley. And on Friday, I had a conversation with my manager, and he said something that really stuck with me. And he said, most people spend more time planning for their 2-week vacation than they spend planning their lives. Let that sink in. And I think that's so true. It's not really talked about a lot that you should and how you should plan for your future, because now there's so many things to balance. Like, you have to be successful in your career, you have to build a family, but also make sure to take care of yourself and spend time to enjoy life. There's just a lot of things going on. And if you watch one of my older videos from last month, it's called Staying on Track. I talk about creating this mind map for my future and just kind of illustrating all the paths I could go down, and I found that super helpful. So go check that out if that's something you're interested in. But right now, on theme with the video, I am currently reading this book called The Defining Decade, and the subtitle says, Why Your 20s Matter and How to Make the Most of Them Now. I said now funny because it's in a different color. It's in blue. And the reason I'm reading this book and why this book initially attracted me is because I've always struggled to find a mentor or to attract the right mentor for me. I don't know why. I've always been seeking a mentor, and I haven't been able to find someone who matches my values, because I think it's important to find a mentor that not only has achieved what you want to achieve but also matches your values. Maybe I'm just setting my standards too high, but because of my lack of being able to find a mentor, I read a lot of self-help books and watch a lot of YouTubers, and I kind of projected this mentorship onto them. So I actually find out about this book from Elena Tabor on YouTube, and I want to give credit where it's due. And she's one of the YouTubers that I kind of take as a mentor. I honestly think anyone could be a mentor in a way, because there's something to learn from everybody. And Elena just makes videos on fashion, lifestyle. She's politically active and works really hard, so I admire her for that. And yeah, I've watched her videos for quite some time now. I also went out to dinner with my friend Andy on Friday night, and he said something that also stuck with me. He said he read somewhere that the difference between a successful person and a not so successful person is 4 hours in a day, because on average everybody has 4 hours of free time, and that's what you do with those 4 hours. And I want to emphasize that what you do with those 4 hours doesn't mean that you have to be working really hard for all those 4 hours of free time, but you have to actively design those 4 hours in order to create the success that you want. For example, if success to you means a great balance of work and family, maybe in those 4 hours you dedicate to purely just family time. Like, you don't have to dedicate it to work, if you know what I mean. I'll leave a link down to it below if you'd like to join me. I can't say if I recommend it or not recommend it yet, since I'm literally on page 5, but stay tuned. Maybe I'll finish it by the end of this vlog. Who knows? But this book aside, I need to go on a run. So I am going to get into my workout clothes and put on some music and try to motivate myself to get going on the run, because I've been sick for the past week, so I haven't worked out at all, and it's always that first workout that is the hardest. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get across the first barrier, and that is get into my workout clothes. I just came back from watching the first episode of the new Bachelor season at my friend Amy's. We had a whole viewing party. She set up a whole drinking game that was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. Watching The Bachelor with people is just so fun, because it's just so funny what the people on the show do. You're just like, it's just like, how are these people real? But maybe put in that situation, I'd react in the same way. Who knows? But yeah, right now I'm just finishing up packing because tomorrow morning I leave for the airport at an early 6:30 a.m. I just want to talk about how at the movie night, You know that feeling when you've eaten like 10 handfuls too many Doritos? Yeah, so that happened to me tonight. And it's honestly just been a really toxic week for my body because I was sick for a week, so I didn't really move. I was eating things that were easy and quick to make. I was ordering out a lot because I was too sick to cook. So I'm just really excited for tomorrow to start putting good things in my body again and kind of reset my health. And with time, all the bad things will just leave out the other end, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm gonna finish packing some water, curl up with a book in bed, and set my alarm for tomorrow morning to head out to the airport bright and early. Did I just do finger guns?
Permite espacio para los pasajeros que salen del tren.
Hey everybody, I finally made it to the hotel in Mexico. Oh my gosh, it has been such a long travel day. Also, so every time I travel, I've been trying out a new travel setup. And this time, what I tried out was carrying my yoga mat, my J. Mitchell base travel weekender bag, and a really tiny little suitcase. My conclusion is that I do not recommend this setup at all. What ended up happening was I had to check the yoga mat. You know how sometimes right before you get on the flight, they make you check a bag? So I had to check my yoga mat. I completely forgot that I wouldn't have it during my layover, so I didn't even get to use it, which was I originally intended for it, was so I could get a little bit of a workout in or a little bit of movement in during my layover. And then this little suitcase doesn't roll like upwards. You have to roll it, you have to pull it at an angle, which does not work well with this bag because this bag is very heavy and unwieldy. So I was like lugging this around with this heavy thing almost bending this handle, and it was just a mess. It was a long travel day. I am here for the next 5 days and 5 nights. So I've actually started to like getting settled into the hotel room. Like I like to put my stuff into the dressers and set everything up once I get here. I've found that it gets me feeling a little bit more at home when I travel for work because I do travel for work quite a lot. First thing to do is to settle in, put my stuff away. Second thing to do is to try to get in a little bit of a workout in. I'm going to try to go to the gym and get my body moving since I've been sitting on a plane all day. Third item to do is to answer email, go through my documents, and get ready for work tomorrow. And the fourth item to do is to do a little bit of self-care, like a face mask and shower, clean myself, and get ready for bed. Also, a little bit of a background for those of you who are new here. I am 22 years old. I just graduated college in May in 2019. Then I started my full-time job at Microsoft in July. I studied mechanical engineering in college, minoring in computer science and entrepreneurship. I am a hardware manufacturing engineer at Microsoft, and I normally live in Seattle, Washington. And the reason that I travel a lot is because I have to go to the factories where Microsoft is building their products, and I go check on the design, make sure everything's up to par, check on the manufacturing process, all that kind of stuff. I'm keeping it a little bit vague for now. I might do a Q&A to talk more about it. But I don't want to release any company confidential information. But I know when I was in college, I was really curious as to what being a full-time engineer looked like. There was nothing that really explained it well enough, so I'm hoping my YouTube channel will help any prospective engineers out there get a little bit of an insight. The day-to-day looks like for a full-time corporate engineer after college. But for now, I am going to get settled in and put my stuff away. Okay, I'm gonna take you through a little bit of a tour of my setup. So first over here, I've put my clothes away. So I have my work shirts, work pants, lounge pants, and pajamas, and my jacket that I'm not gonna be needing here in Mexico. Then I have my workout bottoms and clothes, undergarments, socks, and this is my bag with my wallet and stuff in it. I put my suitcases, empty suitcase and bag there. This is all my stuff that I need to organize in a little bit. Some of them I need to take to work. And this is my work bag that I'm going to bring to the factory tomorrow. And this is my trusty charging station that I bring everywhere because I hate messy cables. So my Apple Watch goes here, AirPods goes there, and my phone charges here and plugs right in. So I take this with me when I travel, which is funny. And of course, I've just kind of plopped down on my bathroom stuff. My hair curling iron, which I use to fix random curls. All my curly hair girls out there know the struggle. And this is just a bunch of other stuff like this. Makeup in here, there's medicine, because I'm recovering from a cold, as you can see. I'm honestly pretty tired, but I think I'm gonna get into my workout clothes. And then if I decide that I still don't wanna work out, then at least I know it's not because I was being lazy, but because I actually need to do some other things first. Honestly, not too shabby for a hotel gym. I have seen much worse. Let's go get this workout. So I finished showering and I have my retainers in. Normalized retainers 2020. And I have my face mask on. I need to open a bottle of water because the theme of today is going to be drinking lots of water, because after a long day of travel, your body gets really dehydrated from the plane. So I like to put on a moisturizing face mask and drink lots of water. So I'm gonna get my water bottle. I have a little bit of work I want to do before I head off to bed. Part of it is in preparation for tomorrow, just so I know exactly what I'm going to do when I get into the factory tomorrow. This is actually it's not my first time traveling alone to a factory, but I'm less prepared for this one. Well, I wouldn't say less prepared, less familiar with this product that I'm coming here for, because it's not my product, it's actually one of my team members' products, and everyone on my team is occupied for travel next week, so I am kind of just filling in the meantime, subbing in, if you will, for this product. I saw this product for the first time last week. I just want to go over and review everything. I also want to show you something because one of my friends, Midday, she has a little bit of a side hustle. It's called Seattle Kitchen, and I do her graphic work for her. So this is what it looks like. So I'm making a recipe packet for a cooking class that she's hosting. So it's cooking class with, and I designed this logo for her, Seattle Kitchen. It's got the Space Needle in the middle, and the cooking class is themed around baking meat pies and sausage rolls. She makes really good Nigerian food. And this is the first recipe, and I have the ingredients illustrated, and I love that. And then this is what the finished product looks like. And then next, I also have illustrated the ingredients and also the finished product in the corner. So this is the recipe book at a quick glance. Alright, this is what I'm wearing today. It's just a button-up shirt and some pants with this belt in front, and my Nike Air Force 1s. I actually normally wear a backpack to work, but I figured for this business trip I wanted to look as grown up as possible, and so I thought like a purse would look more grown up. Do I look like a professional? Please tell me I do. And I'm gonna go down to the hotel breakfast, and it's about 7:45 right now. They're gonna pick me up at 8:30, so I'm gonna take a nice slow breakfast to get started with my day. So I finished breakfast a little early. I think I'm the only one at breakfast in this hotel right now. I'm just drinking my coffee. I have like 20 more minutes before they come pick me up, so I'm just gonna review a few more documents and make sure I'm prepared for the day. It's really sunny out. I'm not used to this. Apparently it's snowing like crazy back in Seattle right now. Oh my gosh, you all. I am back from work. Back to the hotel. Holy crap, it has been an exhausting day. It's been a long day. It's like 6 p.m. now. Opening the curtains to let some light in. Yeah, I have like a brimming headache. Also, let me show you something. I realized it's yesterday, but it says welcome, Mr. Wang. Mr. Anyways. Oh. Also, the whole trying to look old with a purse thing didn't really work out because this woman asked me how old I was, and she was like, "How old are you? You look really young." And I was like, "Your girl 22." And she was like, "Oh my god." But in a nice way, in a good way, but just, I don't know, I was trying to look old. So I'm gonna put on more makeup tomorrow to try to look even older. The day's work felt really impactful though, so that's good. Like, I felt like I was doing really important stuff. Unfortunately, I can't go too much in detail about what was going on, but I definitely need to work on building my confidence at work. Like, I was leading a lot of meetings, and I was like, this one woman who asked me how old I was, she was really nice, and she told me I did a great job, and I really looked like I knew what I was doing, but I definitely did not feel like that in the moment, and I still doubt it. Like, I don't think I was super confident. I wish I was more confident. It's just when you're making like big engineering recommendations, I get a little nervous because I know I'm inexperienced, and I know that shouldn't stop me, but I know how much I don't know. Well, I don't know how much I don't know. I know there's a lot I don't know. So that's what makes me unconfident. Like, I know I can make a statement, but I don't know how much other information I don't know that could change my recommendation, you know? And I haven't really figured out how to deal with that. There isn't a textbook list of things to know, especially in the manufacturing world, in the hardware world. In my experience, a lot of it has been tacit knowledge, like none of it's written down. So there isn't really like a book you can reference to see if you've considered all the factors into your knowledge. It's literally just an accumulation of experience. And by being inexperienced, you have less references to knowledge. But at the same time, being young in the industry, you're like a freaking sponge to all this information. So you absorb things fast. Let me know if you feel the same. Yeah, I need to figure out how to deal with that. Another thing this book talks about is how the frontal lobe of 20-year-olds aren't fully developed yet, and that is the logic side, whereas the emotional side is more fully developed. So when you get criticism at work, when you get negative feedback, there's more of an emotional response than a logical response, just because of how your brain is built or how much of your brain has developed, which is super interesting. But they say how like that you can strengthen the frontal lobe with practice and experience. Book is super insightful though, so I highly recommend. For the rest of the night, I think I am going to try to get myself to go to the gym. I'm a little motion sick from the car ride home. I get motion sick really easily, and that was a bumpy car ride. So I need to overcome this motion sickness, get my butt to the gym. Then I think I'm going to order room service for dinner, which is one of my favorite things. And for the rest of the night, I have a lot more work to do, because the one thing they don't tell you about work travel is when you travel for work, it's usually for a specific project. But then the 10 other projects you're also on get neglected, and you have to take care of that. And I've been like trying to have the intention that wherever I travel to, I also spend some time to explore the area. But unfortunately, I also have a lot of work to do, so I'm going to get that work done. First priority right now is just doing the best job I can, so I want to make sure I get all my work done, and I'm focused. I ordered room service. I was bad at filming, and I didn't film a lot of what happened, but between the last clip and now, I did my workout. I'm starting this free 7-day premium trial on the Nike workout app, which I've always used the Nike workout app, but now they have a premium feature, so I'm trying that out. And then I showered, and if you see flakes in my face, it's because I have a Summer's Fridays face mask on. I'm doing a face mask every day because I ran out of face moisturizer, so I'm doing the face mask in place of it. I also meditated a little bit because I was feeling a little queasy, not sure what was going on, but honestly the meditation fixed it all. And now my room service is here. Hey guys, it's day number 2, and this is my work outfit. I like to keep my work outfits pretty simple when I travel. All my pants in my closet are typically pretty loose fitting and comfortable. So yeah, I'm gonna go down and get breakfast now. was about to pick me up in a couple minutes, so we'll head off to day number 2. Another interesting thing I want to talk about is yesterday I was just talking about how I was having these confidence issues at work. I was reading my book with the defining decades. They gave a specific example of this girl named Danielle, which I'm sure they probably changed her name for the book, and the problems that she was having, and they were very similar to the problems I was having. Not exactly true, because she had a very scary manager, and that is not my case. I'm just feeling not fully confident when I make claims at work just because of my inexperience. And the book basically was saying how, like, there's no reason to be confident. Like, you shouldn't be expecting yourself to be super confident in the start of your work. And it, got me thinking, and it makes sense because I'm starting out this job and I'm kind of making design recommendations for really advanced technology that was completely new to me at the start of this job. You kind of just learn and you become more confident by accumulating experiences. So the advice the book recommends is just to go out and accumulate as many experiences as possible and to mess up and not take it too harshly. Because I know I take my mess ups pretty harshly sometimes. Your confidence is something that's gonna grow, and it's not something that's like blessed instantly. Alright, you all, I am back from work. Another really freaking intense day, but exciting. So, the people at the factory invited me to go to the fair with them, so I'm just repacking my bag. The driver is actually waiting for me downstairs, so I gotta be quick. But I'm packing my bag and I'm going to the fair, and it's funny because in another time of my life, I would have definitely said no, because I would have rushed back to the hotel and in my head would be like, oh, I need to get work done and I need to get my workout in. But I am just so proud of myself for saying yes to this. I know it's weird, it seems really small, and it's like a fair is usually something people want to go to. But I just used to prioritize working out so much. And now I'm able to, I don't know, think differently. I think I used to really just identify with my fitness. Like, my fitness was part of my identity because I would, like, not to my own horror, but I was really in shape. So I was kind of known for the girl that's crazy in shape. And as soon as I got out of shape the tiniest bit, like, no one else could tell, but I could tell, it was almost like my identity was at risk, So I think a change in priority and just like disassociating fitness from my identity has helped me reprioritize my life a lot. And oop, I just turned off the light, you couldn't see me. Anyways, I'm excited for this fair. I think it's like an annual fair that happens in Mexico, and it lasts for 3 weeks. So let's go see what it's all about. Thank you, gracias. Buenos días. Hey everybody, so this morning my alarm actually didn't go off. I don't know what happened. Luckily for me, my body just naturally woke up on time. So I'm super grateful for that. And normally I like to wake up way earlier than necessary. So my body naturally woke up a little bit later, but still just in time. And I like to wake up way earlier because I just really like my slow mornings. Oh, the dinner last night was super cool. We ate at this restaurant. The theme was bullfighting. So every table was the grave of a bullfighter. There were tons of bullheads all over the place. The whole restaurant was shaped like those stadiums where the bullfighting would happen. Bullfighting now in Mexico, according to the guy I was eating dinner with, I'm keeping his name censored just in case he doesn't want to be mentioned, is that bullfighting is illegal now except for 3 weeks in Mexico. He's very against bullfighting because of animal treatment, and I agree. Alright, I'm gonna head downstairs for breakfast. Talk to you all later. I just got back from work today. Today's Thursday. It is my last day here. We close all the open items, and oh my gosh, it has been an intense week. I have my laptop here right now and I'm finishing up some last minute work. Yeah, so there's a few more things that I just need to close on this project from this trip before I can say it's completely done. So that's what I'm doing on my laptop right now. And the rest of the night, I'm going to go to the hotel gym and get a workout because I haven't worked out the past 2 days. I've been just completely booked at night. And so I'm kind of excited to actually get in a workout right now. Then I'm also going to order room service. And I think I'm going to watch the next episode of The Bachelor, which actually aired on Monday. But haven't had time to watch it. So I think I'm going to watch it tonight. I just want to relax tonight and take my mind off of engineering for a second. So I'll go into a little bit more detail of what I do. What I am here on travel for is we have one of our products being made at this factory. And my job is to go in there and make design changes while we can to look at the manufacturing line and improve it and just basically make sure that these products are coming off the line that meet our demand, like we need a certain number made per day and also come off with 0 defects. So that's kind of my job. There's also a design aspect of the physical product, which means that the product is designed so that it is easily manufacturable, and we touch upon serviceability, safety, and all those other aspects of the product. And I specifically work on products related in the cloud department, so relating with the cloud technology. I can go more into it in another video if you guys are curious. So if you are, please let me know below. So on the phone with room service, I was like, oh, can I have tea to drink? And she was like, oh, teas? And I was like, teas? No, just tea, 1 tea to drink. And she was like, oh, teas. After a lot of repetition, I was like, teas, maybe plural of tea. But no, I realized she was saying, oh, cheese. So I got a cheesecake. I'm trying to be healthy, but I mean, I can't let it go to waste. So I think I'm gonna be having cheesecake tonight. That's a beautiful sunset right there. This thing is moving too much. Update, I am back in Seattle now, and I actually haven't filmed for a couple of days since the previous clips that you've seen. So I got back Friday and it's Monday now, but I wanted to update you to close a vlog that I did indeed finish the book, The Defining Decade, and it is so good. I highly recommend it so much for people in their 20s or even before. Honestly, best time to read this is before your 20s. But I'm 22 and I read it and I found it super helpful and super insightful because they just talk about a lot of things that you need to plan and think about for your 30s that I haven't heard being talked about before I read this book. Unfortunately, the vlog didn't really follow my initial intentional theme of planning for the future because work got a little bit busier than I expected, but I do have it in the works to make a whole video summarizing my learnings from this book. So look out for that. That'll be really exciting. There's like a few main points that were so important to me. Oh, and an update on the whole confidence thing. I feel so much more confident about work after that week. Because that week, I was really kind of set on my own without my training wheels. I was set to lead. But one important thing to note is that I did make sure to have all contacts set up before the work travel. So as a piece of advice, that if you are being set on your own to lead, which is, I think in my experience, have helped me build my confidence in work, the important thing is to have the proper backup set up. So I had people's contacts, my manager on board, so I could easily message them, text them if needed, any questions, any roadblocks, and immediately get their advice and more experienced input. I absolutely loved the week. Like, I learned so much and I felt really impactful. I love leading product development, manufacturing development, and that's what the week was all about. Yeah, leave any questions that you have in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Unfortunately, I did notice that the video quality was not great. I have this like lens attachment on my iPhone, and I think it decompresses a lot of the pixels. So I'm going to be looking into better filming options for you all. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you comment, like, and subscribe. Look out for the video of The Defining Decade. I also have a video coming out on my past weekend here in Seattle because my boyfriend Julian came to visit. So that's a fun little one. We went skiing and went to a lot of cute coffee shops and cafes. Anyways, I'll talk to you all later. Bye!
Young age, trying to make it big. Now that I'm up, they all on my dick. No contractors, never thrown a brick. Just trying to keep it cool like this ice on my wrist.